There's a bar in Anchorage called the Rusty Box. They don't serve Bloody Marys at the Rusty Box. They serve Red Wings.
This is the Lowdown.
Welcome back, boys and girls. Another episode of the Lowdown. I'm your host, Manny. Tell you what to do, where to go, who to see, where to be. I can't think of anything else that rhymes. There you go. Friday, we got Floodwood coming out to the Westcott Theater. They don't have an opening band from what I see, but that could be entirely misinformed, so who knows. Doors open at 8. Tickets are $12 plus fees. Day of, it's going to be more. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be like 15 or something. But, you know, it's worth it. It's a little bit higher than probably our other places because they're local love. But, you know, it's good stuff. They get down. Last time I saw them was at UMAF at Hotel Utica. That shit was ripping. It was a hot mess. It was beautiful. So Friday, we got Destination Create Festival. It's up in Deansboro. MKJ Farm on 12B. You know, they got all the Iron Man mud runs and stuff up there. You know, it's pretty cool with the big barn. They got artisan wares. They got artist workshops for kids and adults. There's food and vending. You know, there's artist demos and stuff. So if you dig that kind of stuff, check it out. Should be some cool stuff that you can find. Individualized pieces and stuff. That's nice. You know, stay local. Try to buy some hot shit. Local artisans and stuff making cool shit's always legit, you know.
This is a Manny rant.
So there's a guy working at a hospital as a construction worker doing a renovation. And he goes to the cafeteria to eat lunch every day. He's been there for a while, you know, it's kind of like a pattern, his routine. Goes there and eats, gets a refill on his soda. Apparently he never noticed that there's a refill sign that says you gotta pay like 89 cents for a refill. Didn't see he was getting a soda. And the chief of police happened to be standing in line. He's like, hey, you gonna pay for that soda? And he's like, I wasn't aware that I had to. So the cop arrests him, brings him out back, doesn't even let him pay the 89 cents. He's like, well, hey, if I gotta pay, I'll pay. It's not a big deal. Guy's like, no, that boat sailed. Come with me. Takes him out back into the police station in the hospital. Arrests him and gives him a $525 shoplifting citation for an 89-cent soda. And that technically, it's a real douchebag move, but technically, you know, that's the law. You know, all right, fine. You want to be a twat waffle? There you go. Okay, cool. Lesson learned. But the part that really irks me is he barred him from being on the property, which means he couldn't work there. So he lost his job for an 89-cent refill. Okay, that's outrageous. And when the story broke, the hospital released a statement saying technically it was theft of government property because it's a VA hospital. So he got off lucky. The cops ended up dropping the charge, but there's no word if he could go back to the building. So I don't know if he got his job back. But yeah, they let him go with just a warning. He didn't have to pay the $525. Which is ironic, because he couldn't even if he wanted to, because he lost his fucking job. Saturday, out at Club Aqua, we got Power Slave, an Iron Maiden tribute band. Vile Tyrants opening up for him. Should be a legit hard rock show. I was just personally informed, as of late, that Iron Maiden is actually a really big deal, and they're from England. I didn't know that. England's legit. Apparently they got good metal. You learn something new every day. That's neither here nor there. Doors open at 8. $6 at the door. Doesn't say anything about ages, but they're usually 18 plus, but they've known to be 21 plus too. So I guess you should check out on the event page, hit up Ron. He'll let you know what the deal is, or you could wing it. So, if you want to rage some English heavy metal, you better get your shit together and handle it. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna think about listening to Iron Maiden. I just found out they did like a metal ballad of a Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Rhyming the Ancient Mariner. I like that idea. So over at the Dev, we got Moho Collective, Twin Speak, in the End Men. For 21, it's $5. If not, it's 8. Still respectable. 3 legit bands. It should be cool. Doors open at 9. 3 bands with changeovers and whatnot. I'm sure they'll be done around 1 or so, but you know, that leaves plenty of time to get your sloppy ass home after. This should be really good. I'm looking forward to this. I'll be there. Hope to see you there too. If I look like I need a help, I don't. I'm just testing you.
Manny rant!
A teacher in Texas got arrested for giving her 15-year-old student a lap dance for his birthday. Now, she says that they talked her into it. Whatever, you're an idiot. And she was grinding on him, saying, happy birthday, I love you, baby. And he was spanking her. Eyewitness accounts confirm that this happened. She's been charged, suspended, and she's a fucking moron. It's a 15-year-old boy who was pretty stoked, I bet, though. Even if she was terrible looking, you're 15. He's like, yeah, teach. Yeah, it's my birthday. Sick. You'll be bumping like Hot for Teacher while that's happening. That's what she'd be dancing to. Hot for Teacher, Van Halen. I'd buy tickets. I understand you're fully clothed, but what the fuck is your problem? You went to school for 5 years and you were able to navigate academics, booze, and obviously bad decisions and still come out on top. But you get bamboozled by a bunch of 15-year-old boys with raging hard-ons? I don't want to know what happens to that bitch when she's drunk in the club. She probably gets fucked with a 2x4. I have no idea. I don't want to know. She's still picking splinters out of her ass. What I do know is that she's got to be the dumbest fuck with a master's degree on God's green earth, which is going to be about as useful as toilet paper in about 20 minutes. I think this event's at the Columbia. The event page says it's in New Hartford, and I'm pretty sure that the Columbia is not in New Hartford, so I don't know what the game plan is behind that. You might want to message them if this is going to tickle your fancy. We got Glen Street, Broken Bones playing at a bar in the Utica vicinity that might be in New Hartford or on Columbia Street. It's $5, all ages, and minors are allowed to go as long as they're accompanied by an adult. Doors open at 8:30. I don't know what the deal is with the event rigmarole. You're gonna have to grease some palms or like act like you know someone to find out the deal. Because I don't. I'm not that guy. I passed the baton last week. So it's official. There's now 2 of them. It's a zonkey. You heard it here first. That's right. A zebra and a donkey, when they fuck, they have a zonkey, and you're jealous. It looks terrible. It looks like a big brown turd with striped legs. And apparently they smell fucking terrible. Yeah, it's out in Mexico, so it's Mexican. Hire it and it will definitely bust its ass for you. They just bred it out in Mexican zoo. This happened once before, like I said, though. This would happen out in Florence in 2009, which is like one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It's very ironic that in this zoo, they had a pen with zebras, and right next to it they had a pen with donkeys. Just out of curiosity, what the fuck do you need a donkey at a zoo for? I mean, obviously the Mexicans were doing this on purpose. Hey, let's go get a donkey and make this shit happen. I get that game plan. I mean, I think it's a little demented, but I get it. These fucks in Italy, what were you doing? You're just showing off the beautiful donkey to the kids and tourists? That was your game plan? Well, needless to say, this zebra took one sight at that female donkey and he couldn't say no. And my man jumped that fence, smashed that fucker, had a baby. Didn't give a fuck. My man raw dog and bounced Eminem style. He didn't give a fuck. The fucked up thing is, they said it's really hard to breed the two and they had to like stick them together for like 4 hours at a time for like 2 weeks. So that fucking zebra was putting in work. I think it's like a 1 in 10 kind of thing. So you know that animal's gonna grow up to be really intelligent and insightful, and it's gonna pick up on little nuances, super smart. No, it's not. It's basically a retarded 2-year-old with fetal alcohol syndrome for life. Super thick skin, so they can't get all these samples that they need because there's only 2 of the fuckers in the world, so they want to research, do a little intel, little George Orwellian, Big Brother, get it down on the gurney, pump some fucking volts in there and see what happens. You know, start cooking shit. Fuck it, man, you made it, right? It's like Dr. Frankenstein of donkeys. Dr. Donkenstein. That's fucking sick, man. That's I'm pissed that I didn't think of that. All right, folks, that wraps up another glorious episode of The Lowdown. I am your minor deity, Manny, and it was a pleasure guiding you in the ins and outs of what you're going to do. That being said, don't forget to like, share, tweet, retweet, all that crap. You know, do stuff. You're a cog in the internet wheel, so hit the fucking road running, man. Feel the burn. But you guys, take it easy. See you on the flip side.